Kelly's Cross, PEI.
It is a question asked when we renew Medicare cards or driver's licenses. Do you want to be an organ donor? One girl in our region is carrying a torch to make sure more of us answer yes. Her story when the evening news continues.
Stay tuned to Global for
response to the family violence issue. It's also the kickoff for the annual Purple Ribbon campaign, which raises money for women in this region who face domestic abuse. Meanwhile, a relay in St. John today is hoping to bring attention to a matter of life and death, organ donations. This country has one of the lowest rates in the industrialized world. As Chris Corday reports, a small group of Canadians is hoping to change that.
I just want to say it's a real honor today to be able to carry this torch.
Mary Jane McAfee takes this torch in memory of her baby sister, who died 23 years ago to this week.
She passed away unexpectedly when she was only 6 months old, and my parents were faced with the decision of organ donation.
But the good that came out of it is that we were able to donate her cornea, and as far as we know, that made a difference in someone else's life.
I was getting tired.
This is the St. John leg of a cross-Canada relay. High schoolers like Mary Jane raising awareness about a major shortage of organ and tissue donors in Canada, hoping to inspire more people to register as donors.
Every day someone's dying because they could not get an organ transplant. And you never know what could happen in the future. You need to make your decision today.
3 years ago, we told you about another walk in Moncton for the same cause. Kristopher Knowles walked across Canada telling people his story. He's waited for a liver transplant for 17 years. He's still waiting and says people still need to be reminded about what they can do.
The cure is in yourself. It's not in the lab. You don't have to find a medicine for it. It's yourself. It's your own being. And what not gracious gift to do is donate your organs and become a hero.
The shortage of organ donors is a national problem, but it's also critical in the Maritimes. Right now, 260 people are waiting for organs in Atlantic Canada. Organizer George Marcello says that can be changed.
We can solve the entire problem. So over 4,000 people that presently need organs and tissues in our country, all of them could be saved. That's what we're shooting for.
The relay has 8 more stops in New Brunswick over the next 2 weeks, passing the torch on to a few more students, but relaying their message to as many as they can. Chris Corday, CBC News, St. John.
in supermarkets. So, what do you want?
I can't believe they showed a picture of me and
I want them to start now.
4 years
Whenever
ago.
I want them to start. And I want
You see my aunt, my dad.
With free long distance to my sister in Moncton, mom in Vancouver, to friends.
We're up next on this one, so we got both of them now.
With more security included.
Faster. Way faster.
And I want it all for less. Only Rogers Bundles gives you more for less, from $99 a month.
Obsessing over celebrity, that's wrong. Unless that celebrity is bacon. Bacon! Introducing the Baconator from Wendy's. 6 strips of bacon piled high atop 2 fresh, never frozen beef patties. Obsess a little.
I bingo when I want a fun new way to play online. Over $27,000 in jackpots has already been won. Games start at only $1, so why not play now? Just sign up safely and securely at alc.ca.
A St. John High School student has joined the battle to raise awareness of the need for organ donation. There are 4,000 people in Canada on a waiting list for organs. Marianne McAfee is convinced that number can be reduced. More from Global's Lauren Daltron.
Carrying this torch for a group called SOS4000 is a personal journey for 17-year-old Marianne McAfee.
I just want to let everyone out there know that I hope you think about organ donation because it's something really important, and one person who donates could save up to 8 people's lives.
23 years ago this weekend, McAfee's 6-month-old sister, Rachel, died. Her mother says at the time, organ donation was tough to think about.
You're overcome with grief, and it's not an easy but we gladly said we would donate organs, and the only thing that was medically able to be used was the cornea.
I just thought it was neat because who knows, perhaps someone out there today received sight from my sister.
17-year-old Kristopher Knowles has spent 12 years on the list waiting for a liver transplant, but is now in better health.
Some Canadians do know about organ and tissue donation, but that's the ones that already have a part of organ and tissue donation. Someone needs it, someone's received it.
There are now 81 people in New Brunswick whose health depends on the donation of an organ. The easiest way to become a donor is to tick off a box the next time you apply for a Medicare card. SOS4000 brought McAfee and their message to these high school students.
I think students can find their way into the hearts and minds of not only their family, but the community itself. When the community hears that this is a heartfelt message from students, I'm sure we're going to affect every community right across Canada.
I've already have one on my Medicare card.
When I renew my Medicare card, yeah.
I already signed one for my Medicare as well.
As of this fall, 236,000 people in New Brunswick have agreed to become an organ donor. 200,000 have said no. Lauren Deltrup, Global News, St. John.
People in St. John today launched an annual campaign to eliminate violence against women. But one of the biggest challenges they continue.
Campaign SOS4000 started October 1st of this year, and it will end in 2008 in Nunavut. And 10 years ago, Canada had one of the lowest rates of organ and tissue donations in the entire world. In the year 2000, George began a 12,000 kilometer walk across Canada to raise awareness of organs and tissue donations. His personal crusade to the attention of Pope John Paul II, resulting in an audience with the Pope and the blessing of the torch of life and a proclamation to the world that organ and tissue donation is a genuine act of love. May I add a gift of new life to the recipients. As human beings, there's great sorrow at the loss of a loved one. Organ and tissue donations allow others to be saved, and at the same time, the memory of a loved one to live on. Precious gift, as Pope said, the gift of life. We hope that citizens will please take a step forward and sign the donor's card today. Also with us is Kristopher Knowles. In 2004, he visited over 200 Canadian cities when he was 14 years old. He's 17 today and still waiting for a donor. And our champion for the city of St. John is a student from St. John High School, and she's sitting up there with her mother, Mary Jane McAfee, who's here with her mother. She was chosen as the champion from St. John High School, and it's a special occasion for the family, the McAfee family. 23 years ago, Mary Jane's older sister, Rachel Jane, was only 6 months old when she died, and she was a donor. And so I want to thank the 3 champions who were there. They're here in St. John. It's day number 38, I think. George, day number 38. And I think they deserve a round of applause because they were walking because they want to save someone else's life. And we would encourage all people to consider signing the donor card next time you get a chance, whether it's your driver's license or now, I guess it's your identification or your sign of the province of New Brunswick, to indicate that if something happens, you're making valuable organs that somebody else can continue their life. So I'd like to recognize them. They're sitting up on the top row there. It's certainly a great thing. Yeah.
He didn't make it either because he was storm stayed along with me. So and I apologize today that I couldn't be at City Hall. When he came up to City Hall and asked the court, being a former teacher at St. John High School, I asked him to be here to welcome the high school people. So and I have a daughter who is in her college, kidney doctor. So I actually bowled on Saturday morning for the Kidney Foundation here. I'm very good bowl, local bowl for the Kidney Foundation. So congratulations and keep up the good work and keep walking.
Thank you.